Hey, welcome back to another yoga flow on Move with Bree. Thank you so much for showing up to this video. Today's flow is Bird of Paradise, and it's going to be really great for your hamstrings and hips. This is a challenging pose, so I recommend that you do a warm-up before this, as we're going to move rather swiftly through the flow today. But this is an excellent flow to practice multiple times if you're wanting to get your Bird of Paradise, or if you're looking for hip strength and relief, lower back relief, and hamstring flexibility. So without further ado, let's begin. We're going to start today's practice at the top of your mat, so go ahead and take a place at the top of your mat, feet together, and on an inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Good. As you exhale, fold over your legs. With your inhale, slide your hands up your shins and lengthen your spine forward. Good. Now as you exhale, go back down into your forward fold. Push your feet down firmly, and on your inhale, rise back up to stand. Reach your arms overhead, look at your thumbs. Now as you exhale, pull your thumbs down to heart center, and we're going to do that all over again. Big inhale, sweep the arms up, warming up the body. As you exhale, forward fold. Maybe go a little bit deeper this time. As you inhale, slide the hands up the shins, lengthen your spine forward. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach your arms up overhead, look at your thumbs. And then as you exhale, pull the thumbs down to heart center, moving through one more round of half sun. Inhale your arms up. As you exhale, fold over the legs. Relax the neck and relax the jaw. This time as you inhale, really fill the belly with air and lengthen forward. And as you exhale, pull the belly button to the spine and fold. Push the feet down, inhale, rise, reach the arms up, look at your hands. As you exhale, draw the thumbs to heart center, walk your feet out wide as the hips is good. And then as you inhale, reach your arms up. This time grab your right wrist and reach to the left. Good, and then bring it back to center, switch your grip and take it to the other side. Reach over to the right, push both feet down firmly. Good, now inhale back to center, interlace your hands behind the back, and as you draw your knuckles down, look at your ceiling. Big inhale. Keep the interlace of your hands, but forward fold with your exhale. Nice. Now release the hands down to the ground. You're going to place your right hand on the floor in front of your face, bend the right knee, and reach the left hand high. Big stretch. Now release the left hand down and trade sides. That right hand is going to go skyward as you bend the left knee. Look up towards the right thumb. Good. Release both hands down. Now plant both hands firmly down on the mat. Step to a high plank, and we're going to start to rock forward and back on the toes. So you're getting a little bit of a stretch for the soles of your feet, a little bit of mobility in the ankles and the wrists. Take another deep inhale. Fill the belly, fill the ribs. And then as you exhale, with or without the knees on the ground, lower to the belly, all the way down this first time. We're going to untuck the toes. As you inhale, lift the chest for a low cobra. Good. Now as you exhale, think of rolling the chest back down, and then we'll do it 2 more times. Big inhale, roll the chest up off the ground. Draw the shoulder blades together, and with an exhale, roll back down. Good. Lots of back strength as you inhale, roll to the top, Cobra pose. And as you exhale, lower back down with ease. Now tuck the toes under. You might lift up to high plank or tabletop, but we're going to meet in a downward facing dog. So pike the hips up high as you're ready. Push the heels down, and then start to pedal out the feet by bending one knee and bending the other knee. It'll be a slow march in place. Nice work. Warming up the backs of the legs. Now this time as you inhale, you're going to lift the right leg up, bend the right knee, and like a mountain climber, tap right elbow or tricep. Now big inhale, send it back up, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, tap the left elbow. Taking the twist. Big inhale, send it up. Good. And then as you exhale, you're going to step that right foot outside of the right hand. Start to shift forward and back just like you did in your plank pose. This time warming up the front of the left hip, so getting a little bit of a stretch in the right hip, left hip crease. A little bit of a stretch in the back of the right hip. Good. And then from there, gently lower the back knee down to the ground, untuck the toes, and you can stay lifted here on the palms, or if you're pretty flexible, you'll bring the elbows down in line with your right heel. Place the arms parallel, forearms parallel like a Sphinx pose if you have the arms down, palms flat. If you're up on the palms, your hands are in line with your right foot, right heel. Good, and if you have the forearms down, go ahead and slowly ease yourself back up to the palms. We'll bend the left knee a little bit deeper. Think of reaching up, up, up and around to grab the outside arch of that back foot. So pinky toe edge side. This inhale, spin the right shoulder back, look at the ceiling. And then as you exhale, release the right hand down. We're gonna tuck the left toes under, walk that right foot to the center of the mat. And on an inhale, push both feet down firm, rise up to your warrior two. You're gonna lift the arms, lift the chest. Or warrior two, your crescent lunge, I'm sorry. We are headed to warrior two, so spoiler alert. Inhale the arms up high. Good. Slowly, right knee still stays over that right heel. Turn the left heel down and open up to warrior two. Adjust the feet as you need and look over the right hand. The feet adjustment will be whatever keeps that right knee over the heel and gives you weight in the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Turn the right palm open to the ceiling, reach forward, and then up and back to a reverse warrior. Big inhale to fill the right rib cage. And then as you exhale, move to a side angle. Right elbow on the right thigh, left bicep by the ear. We're gonna go back to where we came from, so with your inhale, reverse it. And with your exhale, big cartwheel to the floor. Palms land for plank pose. You'll step back and take an inhale. Good, now as you exhale, lower to the belly or chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Nice work, you guys. This time as you inhale, you're gonna lift the left leg. With the exhale, bend the knee, tap the left elbow. Inhale, send it back. And exhale, tap the right elbow. Inhale, send it back. As you exhale, lizard pose. We step that left foot outside of the left hand. It might take a couple of steps to get it there. And once you do arrive, you're gonna shift forward and back on the ball of your right foot. Keep in mind the transitions come with a lot more ease as we practice more often. So it might look clunky at first, or it might feel clunky, but the more you do it, come back to this video even, and it will help you smooth out the transitions and get a little bit more fluid and graceful in the movements. Now, if you are keeping the palms up on the floor, make sure they're in line with the left heel. We are gonna lower the back knee and perhaps even bring the elbows down. So if you are bringing the forearms to the floor, make sure that they're parallel to each other. They make an 11 shape rather than a triangle shape. And the palms are flat. Have a little bit of a lift up through the chest. So instead of crumpling down into the shoulders, you're rising up from your elbows to your shoulders, out of the joints, lengthening the neck. Good. Now if you have the forearms down, bring the palms back to the ground. Everybody bends the right knee deeper. If you can reach back to grab it, left arm reaches forward to go up and back. Once you grab the outside edge of that foot, spin the left shoulder skyward, look up past the left shoulder, inhale. And then slowly release it back down to your lizard pose. We're gonna tuck the right toes under this time to lift the knee and walk that left foot to the center of your mat. As you push the feet down, we come up to that big crescent lunge. Rise up, inhale. Good, stay here for a beat. Find the alignment. You have the shoulders over the hips, wrists over the shoulders. Keep that left knee over the left heel as you turn the right heel down and open up the arms to warrior two. Excellent job. Look over the left fingers. Now turn that left palm open. Reach forward and then up and back to reverse warrior. Big breath in to fill the left rib cage. And as you exhale, move into side angle. Left elbow on the left thigh, right bicep by the ear. Inhale, back to reverse warrior, you got it. And as you exhale, big cartwheel to the floor. Arms go up to come down. Step back, take an inhale. Either to the floor or halfway to the floor, exhale. Inhale to lift the chest and straighten the elbows. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Good, stick with me here. Both heels push towards the floor, getting a stretch in the calves and the hamstrings. Now if you're up for it, you're gonna lower the elbows down, but if I lost you there, keep the elbows up and hold your down dog. Keep in mind, anytime you need a child's pose, you're welcome to take it, but if you're challenging yourself here in dolphin, walk the toes together, push the heels down, take an inhale, And nose or mouth exhale. One more, big inhale, you got it. Exhale. And then everybody slowly lowers the knees to the ground. Palms push into the floor to rise into a table. Take an inhale. And downward facing dog as you exhale. Toes tuck, hips rise. Nice. This time you're gonna put a bend in your knees, but keep the hips elevated. Now look between your thumbs and almost like you're jumping over a hurdle. Hop the feet to the top of the mat. Good, inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach the arms up high. Thumbs to heart center as you exhale. Now a very similar position we've already entered that's close to our bird of paradise. That was our lizard pose. We're gonna go into another pose that's really good to warm up the hips and the low back for your bird of paradise. So you're gonna walk the feet far apart, as wide as your mat will say. Spin the toes off so they spill off the edges of your yoga mat. As you inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, bend the knees and elbows, sink down. So think of, I have you lift before we lower so that you still have that feeling of elevation through the spine, elevation through the collar, elevation up through the crown of the head, but you have a descending motion down through the tip of the tailbone, almost like an anchor has dropped from your tailbone and it's pulling you down, but you resist it by rising up. Good. Push the elbows into your knees and squeeze the knees into the triceps so you have that clamp of stability, holding for 5. Breathe deep for 4, 3, 2, hang with me, 1. Push the feet down firm, rise all the way back up. Excellent job, you guys. Walk the feet in hip distance. Lower the arms down. Now with your next inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. We halfway lift on the inhale, take it, and then you can step or hop back as you exhale, lowering into chaturanga. On your inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. This time as you take your down dog, we're gonna inhale the right leg high. Right away, step the foot between the palms for warrior 2. So as the left heel turns down, cartwheel the arms open to a T, look over the right fingers. Settle in here, right knee over the right heel. Good, catch the breath. Now turn the right palm open to the ceiling and reach forward, up and back for your reverse warrior. We've been here before, so this time taking a variation, you're gonna take the left fingers behind the back, hook inside of the right thigh, push down with the hand, so you're pushing into the femur bone to reach back further with the right hand. Take an inhale. Keep the bind and move to side angle with your exhale. Right elbow on the right thigh. Good. Roll the left shoulder back, look up towards the ceiling. Now either staying here or if you can take the bind, full bind, you're gonna place the left hand on the back of the right hip, reach the right hand under and hook fingertips. Now really roll the chest open. So it's almost like you're pushing the back of your right tricep into the inside of your left thigh, right tricep, right thigh, clamp. And then you roll the left shoulder back and look up. Excellent. Push both feet down firm. Keep your side angle, but release the bind. Reach both arms out like you're holding a beach ball overhead. And then slowly take it back up to warrior 2. We're gonna switch sides by straightening the right leg, quarter turn your right foot, and then quarter turn left heel in. So now you're in a warrior 2 once you bend the left knee on the left side. Good. From there, flip the left palm open, reach forward. Go up and back to your reverse warrior, big stretch of the left rib cage. Nice. And then moving into your side angle. No, actually, hold that. I'm sorry. Hold that reverse warrior for another beat. We're going to take the bind here, so right arm wraps behind the back. Good. Now really push down with the right hand. You've got it. Thanks for sticking with me. Reach the left arm up, up, up. Take an inhale. And then left elbow to the left thigh with your exhale. We stay here in the half bind for a moment, so roll the right shoulder back. Look up to your ceiling. Keep that deep bend in the left knee. Push down through the pinky toe edge side of the right foot. And now if you're going deeper, right hand goes to the back of the left thigh. Left arm reaches under left thigh to clasp. Now really roll the right shoulder back so you get that opening across the collarbones. If you can look up towards the right shoulder or past the right shoulder, turn the gaze in that direction and breathe deep through the nose. Inhale. Good. Pull belly button to spine. Exhale. One more like it. Big inhale. You got it. And then stay with the exhale. Keep the side angle, but release the arms. Hold that beach ball up and overhead. Push the feet down and rise up. Warrior two. Good. Another quarter turn. So straighten the left leg, quarter turn left foot, quarter turn right foot. We're going to take the hands down to the top of the mat and step to plank pose. Take an inhale. Good. Chaturanga or down dog as you exhale. And then inhale to cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog is where we'll meet. Nice work, you guys. Take a moment of rest here. So if you need to rest in down dog, do it. If you need to rest in child's pose, do it. If you need to rest in an inversion practice, do it. Whatever is going to help you feel ease in the body and regain composure of the breath is your pose. And whatever is fun. Because that's the most important part. Good. We are going to meet back in down dog for our last little bit here. So as you take your downward facing dog position, push the heels down, push the heels of the hands down, and then grip with the knuckles and the fingerprints. Good. Keep the right heel grounded as you lift the left leg up. Inhale. Step the left foot forward and through for warrior two. So as the right heel lands, cartwheel the arms open. Good. This is our last little ditty. So we're going to get into our bird of paradise with options. So if you're a beginner moving into bird of paradise, you'll have some steps to guide you along the way so that you can eventually get there with integrity in the posture. So look over the left fingers in this warrior two. Now going back to a pose we did just a moment ago, we're going to set the left elbow on the left thigh, right bicep by the ear just to get the length of the right ribs. Now wrap that right arm up and back behind you. So the back of the right hand lands on the left hip. If you can reach under for the bind, you're going to take full bind. And if you can't quite grasp it yet, hold that half bind. That's your step one, and that's a very important piece of eventually getting into bird of paradise. So maintain it. If you're moving with me, you're going to start to heel toe, right foot forward. Heel toe. And the goal here is to get the feet parallel. Right foot parallel to that left foot. So go ahead and start to step it up until you can turn and face the top of your mat. Now option B, so you're either in your half bind or you're gonna push the right foot down firm and come up onto the tippy toes of the left foot. Option B, and you'll maybe flirt with the floor here by tapping and lifting, tapping and lifting. Once you gain the balance and you gain the right glute strength, you're going to push down firm with that right foot and rise all the way up, carrying your left leg with you for the ride. When you get all the way up, you might pause here and work on lifting the chest. And if you're going for your bird of paradise today, you're going to straighten out the left leg. And it's always a dance. So it's always gonna feel different day to day. Some days it will be easier and some days it will be harder. Notice what the challenge is for you today. For me, it's the balance on the right foot. So notice whatever it is. Stick with the breath. Keep pushing yourself just a little bit more, but not too far. Find the balance of the effort and ease. Good. One more go. You got it. Stick with it. Lift the chest. And then if you're lifted, see how slow you can lower that left foot. And once you land the left foot, we're going to step the right foot all the way back and release the bind for side angle. Now this will feel really nice. You're gonna inhale to a reverse warrior. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Left side open. Nice. And then move back to warrior two. Straighten out the left leg. We're gonna quarter turn. Come back into your warrior two, this time with the right leg leading. Right leg bent. From there, we're gonna set the right elbow on the right thigh. Left bicep goes up by the ear, so you get that reach, that length through the left hip, all the way through the left fingers. And then reach up and back to come into that half bind. Good. Beginners, stay here. Find that lift and opening of the chest. Intermediate, beginners, reach under and take the full bind. Roll the chest back open once you get it. Make sure you feel like you have space around you, as much space as you can have. Space within the body. Good. And then slowly start to heel toe, perhaps as an option B. That left foot comes all the way up to be parallel with the right foot. I'm going to scoot myself back a little bit here. Once you get the feet parallel, push down into that right foot, left foot. Maybe you flirt with the right toes leaving the ground. Maybe they take little hops. Maybe you push the left foot down and you rise up to stand. And then if you're going for that bird of paradise, right leg starts to straighten any amount. Left leg straightens too. Find the glute strength. Left glute working. Right hamstring lengthening. Take an inhale. Stay with your exhale. Good. Another go. Big inhale. Easy exhale. You got it. Last time. Big inhale. Slowly release the right foot all the way down. And then you'll step that left foot to the back of the mat. Release the bind, no matter where you're at. Go into a traditional side angle. Take an inhale. Stay with the exhale. And reverse warrior. Inhale. Move to warrior two. Straighten out the right leg. We're gonna quarter turn. Set the hands down at the top of the mat to step into plank. This is our last chaturanga, so as you take the inhale, push away from the floor, get strong in the core. And then as you exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Nice. Slowly lower the knees down to the ground. We're going to walk the hands back so they're right under the shoulders. Take an inhale to arch the back, lift the chest. And as you exhale, cat pose, round the spine. Again, big inhale, arch the back, lift the chin and chest. And exhale, push away from the ground and round. Spine goes in a half moon. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Good. Now from here, we're going to go back to a neutral spine and walk the hands forward for a puppy pose. You're going to bring the hands towards the top edge of the mat. Slowly start to lower the chin and the chest towards the ground. Maybe the forehead kisses down on the ground here, or if the chest and shoulders are feeling really open, chin goes to the floor. Keep a sense of grounding the top of the feet, so you're not letting the top of the feet go limp here. Weight doesn't concentrate in the knees, but it sends down to the shins and the tops of the feet, toenails as well. Good, and then walk the hands back. We're going to go for a really juicy shoulder stretch here. So walk the hands in, again, underneath the shoulders. Move the left hand. We're going to start with the right hand at the center of the mat, right hand in the middle of the mat. And then like you're pulling a bow and arrow up, lift the left fingers, inhale. And then thread the left arm underneath the bridge of the right arm as you exhale. Left shoulder will come down to the ground. Right hand can stay by the face for more support, or if you want to take it, right arm goes to the top of the mat. Good. Push the back of the left hand down into the ground, and then have a sense almost like you're dragging it this way towards your body so you can go deeper in that rotation. And then we'll trade sides by putting the right hand by the face. Go back to the position you started. Left arm rises, inhale. And then left hand goes down at the center of the mat. Right arm goes up, breathe in. Good. As you exhale, thread. Right arm underneath the bridge of the left arm. Right cheek, right shoulder to the floor. Now really press down with the back of the right hand, kind of like you're dragging it towards your body. Use that as leverage to twist a little bit deeper and spread across the upper back. Maybe that left hand goes to the top of the mat. Take an inhale. Good. And then as you exhale, left hand comes by the face. Right arm reaches up. Breathe in as you go. And then as you exhale, right hand comes all the way down. Fancy yoga move. You're going to cross the ankles behind you. If you need to go a different way, you can, but we're going to roll back to a seated position. Extend the legs forward, and with an inhale, reach the arms up. Good. As you exhale, reach for the feet. Grab anywhere you can. So balls of the feet, shins, knees, ankles, whatever you can reach comfortably. Grab it, and then take an inhale to straighten the elbows and lift the chest. And then as you exhale, bend the elbows, bow forward. Again, inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest, straighten the elbows. Exhale, bend the elbows and bow forward. Last time, big inhale lifts your body up. And exhale takes you to the depth of your fold. Nice. This time, placing the palms alongside the thighs, you're going to push the hands down. Dig into the heels so you can scoot the bum forward, and you're going to come all the way down to the back. Now, a couple of options here for our final inversion, which is also a back bend. You can do your bridge pose, Settavadasana, or wheel pose, or Urdhva. So you can follow along with me if you want to go into the depth of it, or you can stay in the bridge. We're going to place the palms down flat by the heels, by the hips, and then push the feet and the arms down firm, the palms down firm, and lift the hips up, coming into your bridge pose. If you're going to stay in bridge, you might crawl the shoulder blades together and interlace the fingers. If you have that variation, really push the pinky side of the hands down to rebound the pubic bone up. Now think of drawing the tip of your tailbone to the backs of your knees, and then squeezing an imaginary yoga block, or if you have one, a yoga block between the inner thighs so you have a little bit of a hug of the legs. And you can keep that, or if you want to move into your wheel, keep the legs as they are. Don't let the legs splay open wide. Place the palms down by the ears. Keep that hug of the inner thighs as you push the palms down and start to lift up into your wheel. You can stay on the crown of the head or have the crown of the head off the floor. Priority here is to feel your toes pushing down into the floor. Balls of the feet too. Now press the hands down firm. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Draw the elbows a little closer to each other. Take an inhale. Good. And as you exhale, slowly lower it out. All the way back to bridge. All of our bridge posers and wheel posers that are now bridge posers, lift your arms overhead. Take an inhale, lift the hips up. Lift the heels up. And then exhale, slowly roll the spine down, bone by bone by bone. Should feel really nice on the back. When you arrive down to the floor, excellent work. Start to windshield wiper your shins side to side. So you can drop the knees to the right. Good, drop the knees to the left. Do that a couple of times, massaging out the low back, the back of the hips. Good. And we're going to end with a restorative position. I am going to guide you into Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclined cobbler's pose, but if you want your traditional Shavasana, you're welcome to take that instead. So if you're coming with me, if you're going into traditional Shavasana, I should say, go ahead and go into that on your own. If you're following along with me, take the soles of the feet together, heels as close to the perineum as it feels comfortable, so that you don't have too much pinching in the hips. You will feel sensation, but nothing too severe. Now, option one is going to be mirroring what you have with the legs, with the arms. So you'll interlace the hands or even stack the palms, and then let the head fall into the cup of the hands. Elbows fall open here, so you have this nice opening across the chest, the collar, the belly, the inner thighs, hips, and the front of the pelvis. If you're not doing the arms, you might also place the hands, palms down on the lower abdomen, and just feel the weight of the hands there. A nice comforting release of your own hands being received by the body. Good. Now really slow down the breath here. So the next inhale you take will be through the nose, and it will be very thoughtful in coming all the way to the top of that breath. And you're going to slow down the exhale. So when it arrives through the nose this time, you're going to exhale all the way to empty. And you're going to repeat that just a few more rounds on your own. Let the sound of your breath be like peaceful white noise music. Good, and as we come to a close with our practice, we will take a moment here in this restorative position to consider an intention for the rest of your day. So it could be a goal that you're accomplishing, you're working towards. It could be a way that you want to feel. So how do you want to feel moving into the rest of the day, or carrying out, even if you have a goal, how do you want to feel carrying that out? How do you want to feel once it's accomplished? If you are in Supta Baddha Konasana, you're going to take the hands to the outsides of the thighs, slowly start to close the knees together with the help of the hands, and heel toe the feet out wide to the outer edges of the mat. Now this is a really important and wonderful feeling counterpose to what we just did. You're going to have the knees together, the heels wide, which brings a release to the sacrum. So allow the sacrum bones to rest heavy on the ground. And whatever intention you have set for yourself, we're going to move now with the energy of that intention, whether it was an attitude or a goal. Start to carry yourself in a way as if that is already accomplished, already so. You're going to move with that intention up to a seated position. So go ahead and however it feels best for you, move up to a seat. Good. Coming to a cross-legged seat or any seat that feels good for you. We're going to take an inhale to stretch the arms up above the head. And then an exhale to draw the thumbs down to heart center. And acknowledge yourself for having taken this time out for you. I acknowledge you for showing up here today with me, and I'm really grateful for you taking this time out today to practice yoga with me. So thank you so much for showing up, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Namaste. Awesome work, you guys. Thank you so much again for doing this practice with me. This is going to be a great one to practice multiple times so you can get further along in your bird of paradise and also receive the benefits that it has for the hips, the legs, the shoulders, chest. It's a really, really great full body pose. So come back to this one. If you are new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe. I bring you Wednesday workouts and Friday yoga flows, and hit the thumbs up below this video because that helps more than you guys could even possibly know. It really helps to bring more awareness to the channel and show people just like you that this is a valuable video for them to receive as well. So make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you again next Wednesday for a workout. Bye, you guys.